Shenanigans, a D&D 5e podcast.
Okay, come on, let's go. I want to see Dev's character get killed.
Yes.
This is the day Dev's character dies, by the way.
All right. Last time on the Shields and Shenanigans podcast.
Can my character become Rhodesian?
No, stop it. Last time on the Shields and Shenanigans podcast. All right, who wants to do the recap?
You do. Trust me.
No, I don't.
I'll do it. Last time on the Shields and Shenanigans podcast, Ezekiel McDonald saved a man from demon possession, and it's now being unfairly persecuted for his faith.
Here.
Independent fact checkers have shown this to be false.
Independent fact checkers have been
We need to try to just set up a GoFundMe or something to get Truegrave an actual computer or a not potato phone.
Get on it.
Hello, young children.
Give us the money.
Wait, why are the townspeople bringing small children to a lynching?
Because they want the children to know what happens when you violate the law.
Okay.
It's educational.
Okay. Well,
yes.
Now
Exactly.
that we're 6 minutes in, that I have to completely hack off. Why don't we get an actual recap?
Okay.
Yes.
Please, Metal Minister, give us the recap.
Okay. Bottom line is we ended up making our way out to a small town that I actually completely forget the name of at the moment.
The town of the name was never mentioned, but you were in the Hayford clan.
Okay. We were at the Hayford clan, where our friend Jack decided to buy so much booze he looks like an Oompa Loompa, and clinks when he walks. Then we managed to get into a building where they locked away their chief because he was acting crazy. Found out that he was possessed, and Dev immediately decapitated him. Last we saw, after I had tried to save him by weekended burning the corpse to save him, Dev was currently surrounded by a town angry mob and trying to talk his way out to save his own life.
Yep, that seems to be very accurate.
I'm currently down.
Detail you forgot though.
I am currently down to 358 bottles of whiskey.
I see.
What Hymenos is trying to say is Ezekiel is being unfairly persecuted for his faith.
Yep. There's one thing that was left out, and that is the demon specifically possessing, who is currently free and about, it seems.
The demon also wanted me to get some different type of whiskey. Like, it was really driving on.
Ogre Killer.
Oh yeah, Ogre Killer. I looked that up. Ogre Killer.
Yep.
That is my next lead.
Okay, so the angry mob is currently around, is currently surrounding the unfairly persecuted Ezekiel, who didn't do anything wrong, who was just doing his job, and he seems to be, he has his he still has his sword on him, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Yeah, so
he sheathed it though, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I did sheathe it.
Yeah, it is sheathed. There's a little blood kind of squirting out, where like the handle meets the.
Oh no! Obviously, I cleaned my sword before I sheathed it. I wouldn't want to get it dirty.
Oh, okay.
At this point, the rest of us are just sitting on a bench inside the building, drinking Jack's whiskey.
Aren't you under arrest too for desecrating the chieftain's body?
Nope, I'm still in the building.
Yeah, they're still in the building. So, actually, speaking of which, there is going to be
I was also like performing last rites and things like that.
yes, and those were completely ruined by Kaimenos.
Hey, I was trying to save
What?
Ezekiel's life, but hey, whatever.
Wasn't it Jack's last rites that made me fail my speech attempt?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Yes. This is what happens when you guys don't have like a coherent plan. You're just like randomly doing things in every direction.
Oh
And
no!
True Grave is
And
doing
True
it.
Grave is gone.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. So yeah. So there are three men that come up near the building, and they knock on the door and they go, "All right, I need you out with your hands behind your back. You're all under
Yeah, me?
arrest.
Yeah.
You're in the building where the murder took place, so you're all suspects."
Yeah. He did it.
And then one of them corrects him. Excuse me, sir, it's the alleged murder. You haven't confirmed whether or not that happened yet?
Shut up. I was there.
I point to the elf. I say, the knife here did it.
Yeah, I just go, hey, listen, I tried to stop him twice, and he still managed to do this. I am a witness, not a suspect.
Everyone is a suspect.
That's not how
It's
it
just some
works.
people are more suspecty than others.
I'm going to try something called. I'm going to leave with my hands up. I walk out like.
Clinking all the way.
Right, we're gonna have to search you to see if there's anything untoward that you're hiding.
You're going to be at that for a while.
Well, that is my job, I guess.
You can,
All right, we
you
got a
can
whiskey
strip
bottle.
search me.
A whiskey bottle. A whiskey bottle. A whiskey bottle. A whiskey bottle. Another whiskey bottle.
2 hours later.
Hey, bro. Oh yeah. What's up, bro? I need your help searching this guy. He's got a lot of whiskey bottles. Jeez, man, are you trying to have a party here? Yo, dude, seriously, what's with all these whiskey bottles? A whiskey bottle? A whiskey bottle?
Have we
Apparently, this
considered
whiskey's damn good stuff.
have we considered that perhaps the chieftain was killed by alcohol poisoning?
Missing a head.
That's actually a good point. I'm sorry. What is your name, sir? We'd have to write that down.
Ezekiel. Can I actually make a speech check?
Sure. What's the goal here?
The goal is to suggest that that we need to investigate the possibility that the chieftain was killed by alcohol poisoning.
Okay. Make a roll.
Oh, I get 23.
You make a good point. I'll put that on the list, and that will be one of the things, one of the matters of death that we will investigate.
I lean over and just tap the guy on the shoulder. You may want to go look at the body.
Brandon, I don't ask, the DM. I don't ask for very much from the DM, but please no civil asset forfeiture, please.
So,
You should have thought of that before you were involved in the murder.
I was going to say, Jack was trying to corner the market on whiskey and then got caught up in a murder.
Coincidence?
I think not.
Great, it's going to be pinned on me.
look, I have no evidence that will lead to the arrest of Jack Cousteau. All right, so yeah, so Jack is being searched for a while. It takes like a good 15 minutes for him to be searched, and all of the whiskey bottles are out, and it's like, all right, we're gonna investigate this to make sure that none of these are potions.
You're going to have a serious hangover.
Look, all that we need is a little sip from like each one of them. and then and we can test whether or not the potions.
Yeah,
And
10 bottles in and
potions
he's
are not allowed in quartz.
Jack, don't you have like a receipt or something that shows that you just bought these?
How do we know that the cellar was not part of the plot?
You know, that's actually a great point. We'll look into that.
This is like a really bad episode of Law and Order.
Unfortunately, I don't think Brannigan was.
There's Law and Order.
Oh, Brannigan. He's a very upstanding gentleman, unlike Brannigan. Hey, bro, I think Brannigan's pretty cool. And no one cares about your opinion.
I've seen him do worse. I can tell you that he was the one that cut off the head.
Who did?
Him. The knife ear. The one with the ears that are not like mine.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. However, we still need to have every avenue of investigation available to us. He says this as there's like a headless chief right next to him.
True, you're roboting hard.
Look, there might be a special type of alcohol that decapitates people that we don't know about yet.
I mean, magic does exist. I've seen stranger witchery in my time.
He like snaps his fingers and points to you. It's like, exactly.
Good God.
And there's like some people in the crowd. One of them seems to be the chief's daughter, who is saying, "Why aren't those three already in irons? I want them all executed." And then there's some people
jump in the gun there, lady.
What? What did you say?
Jump in the gun there a little bit, lady.
How would she respond to that? Yeah, she just starts cursing at you.
Nah. Lady, look. Look at how I look. Do you honestly think anything you have to say is going to hurt my feelings?
I suggest that I find her lack of faith disturbing.
Oh.
She tells you that murderers are damned to the pit.
I say that I will take that under advisement.
Good thing I didn't murder him then.
Yeah. It is fortunate that I do not know any murderers.
She says that you didn't stop it, which is basically the same thing.
Except I did try to stop it.
And she says, prove it.
Huh?
She says, well, then you're going to be able to prove it. And yeah, so so Ezekiel, the people who were convinced that that what is it? That it could have been alcohol poisoning. Have now been fired.
Honestly, I can't believe they ever believed it to begin with. I was just joking.
All this serious.
I was being sarcastic about the bizarre investigation of the alcohol bottles.
I do think it's suspicious that they fired the people that were looking into various methods of.
Wait, what did you think it was suspicious?
It's suspicious that they're firing the people that were going to investigate the possibility of alcohol poisoning.
I have no idea what you would mean at all. All right, so so Ezekiel, you are escorted to a different location, specifically, and the other three of you are escorted to the very large play. What is it? Basically the town hall that was being renovated. And one of the chiefs says that We had received word. We had received word earlier that you people were sent. That you people were sent by Lord Irvin von Miser. It seems one of your company has required us to send you to meet our chief early, our new chief specifically. Behave yourselves, otherwise you're not getting a trial.
Am I in
And
the meeting or no?
you're not at the meeting. You seem to be in a in what seems to be a very secure holding cell.
All right.
Basically, what happens is there is a cave, and a very large rock is pushed in front of the cave, and there's like a 6-inch wide crack that is as tall as you are, so that you can get air and breathe.
I will.
So I'm in a cave.
No, you're in the special holding cell.
It sounded very much like a cave. I guess
Do you say this to the guards in front of you?
no. I just I will roll perception. I get a 15. Do I notice anything about the cave?
It's very dark. That's one thing.
I
There's
have
a
night
tiny little
vision, don't I?
Thin stream of light coming in from like the crack at the entrance.
But I think I have night vision, don't I? Let's see.
Oh wait, yeah, that's true.
Half elves do have night vision, right?
Yes.
All right. Then do I notice anything with 15 perception?
It seems that they have cleared almost every single thing from the cave. There doesn't seem to be any bones or anything. Most likely, they don't actually have any like official like way of holding people.
So this, can I notice what is preventing me from exiting the cave? Is it just the guard, or is there any sort of obstacle?
Okay, so there is a giant rock that is in front of you, blocking the entrance. There is about 6 inches of space between like the cave walls and the rock, and that those 6 inches of space so you can breathe.
All right.
And it took like 12 men to like push this boulder.
Yeah, unfortunately, all of my skills are socially or otherwise people-oriented, so
I mean,
I can't use them on a
try
rock.
to convince the rock to move.
I mean, if you'll allow it, I can do that. I just don't expect to have any success.
You can try.
No, Ezekiel is not actually insane. He's not going to try and convince the rock.
Oh, okay. Very, very well. All right, so
The rest of us.
yes, so the rest of you. All right, I gotta eat that.
I do see dead man walking there.
Yeah, so you are brought into a very you're brought to a very well-off part of so say sorry, I'm kind of messy right now. You were brought to what seems to be a very refined and out of place interior. The drapes are made of silk. There are several different braziers and other such things. It seems very much reminiscent of the imperial city of Torino, and not of the tribal lands to which some of you are familiar or would know of specifically. It does seem very foreign, and the chief specifically also seems to be out of order. He is not wearing a lot of the tribal vestments that the others are wearing, and he looks like this.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So this man seems to be looking over a map before the three of you enter. And there are a not so insignificant amount of guards surrounding you. But these guards don't seem to be tribals. They and you can tell because all of them have black hair, which is specifically would be people from Torino. And the armor they're wearing is very imperial. And and once you enter, he turns to you, and he doesn't appear to look that upset with any of you. And he looks to the guards and he waves them away, and the guards start to exit the building. None of the guards seem to be giving you any dirty looks whatsoever. And he motions to a fireplace with several fine seatings, and he says, "I believe we have to talk."
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea because I kind of don't want to die for somebody else's stupidity.
Makes sense.
Dying is bad.
I'm glad to hear that you are willing to die for me.
I'm not willing to die for you. He did it.
Nope. Yep.
Oh my god.
There's a danger bigger than our individual lives, however. There is through miscommunication and rash behavior, there is a demon on the loose.
Yeah. The dumbass you have in your prison outside there, he kind of let it out.
Unfortunately, he's also one of the most versed in demonology.
That could be concerning.
He's the foremost expert.
So, what is your drinking preferences? We have tea. Whiskey. All right, I'll get some whiskey.
Don't worry about it. He's loaded.
And soon, I'll also be loaded.
Do you happen to have any cigars? I'm all out.
Why, yes. Actually, I have a very great deal with the oligarch. He charges only a copper piece per cigar for me.
Really?
Yes.
How about let's do a business deal here?
Unfortunately, we have very important matters to discuss. So
Okay,
I want
later.
the story from you. I need to know what happened to my dear brother.
Okay, bottom line is this. We went in there to check on him when we were told he was acting funny. I recognized something was up. There was something going on, possible demon possession. After trying to stop him twice, I couldn't stop our friend from dealing a fatal blow to your brother the third time. I was trying to find out who the demon had been sent by and what was going on, but that was, if you'll pardon the pun, cut short.
I don't pardon it. And I don't appreciate you talking. I don't appreciate jokes referring to the death of my brother.
Tough. I have what you call gallows humor.
Uh-huh. Very well. So you said there's this demon on the loose.
Yeah.
Capable of possessing anyone, and possibly more than one person at this point.
I see. Do you know of any way to contain this demon?
Not anymore.
Unfortunately, the one most versed in demonology is somewhat of a rash idiot and under your custody.
Yes. And under my position, there is no way that I can release him whatsoever.
Understood, but you can question him.
We can. And actually, I think we'll send some people to do so. Bruce! And one of the guards comes back in the room. Yeah, boss. I think our paladin needs to be interrogated. Are you kidding me?
You should do a little bit more than interrogate, possibly torture him. It might be. You gotta get all the answers.
Unfortunately, our professional torturer on hand. He's on vacation.
I'm obligated not to participate in torture because I'm working with him.
Be careful, because the first thing he's going to do if you didn't disarm him is lash out with his sword after he tries to determine if anyone is a heretic.
It's actually very easy to torture someone without even touching them. All we need to do is make loud noises whenever he tries to go to sleep.
In any case, believe it or not, Ezekiel is on our side.
Is he really, though?
From a distance.
You might want to be careful. You might want to be careful about what you say on your relationship with this Ezekiel. That's all I will say.
He does have information that can save this village, other villages, and souls. I don't.
Does he? I mean, you'd say that he has released a demon when he wasn't required to. How competent can he be?
Oh,
and true grave.
No, he's here.
No.
Who'd we lose?
I'm here.
Brandon just dropped.
All right.
This
well,
time we lose the DM.
All right. Well, since the DM isn't here, Ezekiel, it doesn't look like they didn't disarm you as they put you into the cave.
No.
So
I'm still armed.
Yep. And
I'm here.
Fortunately, I am confident that no violence
Come on,
will be necessary.
take your dress
as my
off, so then we
innocence
can
will
get you ready
quickly
for
come to
bed.
light.
yeah, I'm doing a really bad job of hijacking the DM while he's gone.
There he is. He's back.
Sorry, I muted myself. by
Just a
accident.
second. Be right back.
I accidentally somehow exited all of my tabs, and I had to restart.
Another reason why we're glad we're not doing this through what?
Roll 20.
Yes, that. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, I
Well,
got up at 2:00 this morning.
all right. Well, Dev's not here, so we can continue with our half.
Wait, Dev left? Oh,
He
yeah.
just had to step away for a second.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he that aside, I'm going to need to know what you have found out in your investigation. At least in the meanwhile, while we try to extract information from Ezekiel.
Well, sir, all we really know is there was a demon possessing him, and dipshit cut off his head.
Well,
Oh, there's-
the chieftain wasn't possessed so much as containing the demon, it seemed.
He was driving him mad, but he didn't really have over control over him.
So it was a stalemate.
That seems like good analysis. However, that was not my question. You didn't come here to find out about the demon possession of my brother. You came here because you were investigating the murder of Anton of Torino.
How do you know what we're here for?
You don't think the Lord informs me of the goings on in my territory?
Fair enough. Carry on.
All right, well, listen, so far we're just tracking down some old kids' books and trying to find out about a kid that had been adopted, and now we suddenly can't seem to find, and a burned down orphanage.
It seems to be connected with cultists as well
Cultists, you say?
that had come here at one point in time to purchase, I shake a little bit, some whiskey.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Well, a lot of people come by here now and then to purchase whiskey.
Actually, as an aside, really quick, every time Jack does something like that, he should be forced to make a roll to see if any of his bottles break.
No.
That will look. I mean, he did specifically put in the padding, so only when he fails an athletics check by 5 or more will he have to make a save to avoid breaking bottles.
Okay, that
That's
sounds like a
fair.
good idea.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, continue.
All right.
I hate you.
Yes. I wish you would have talked to me earlier and not, I guess, did what you did.
To be fair, the entirety of your people out there pointed us that way.
They would. It seems my niece is very keen on the state of my unfortunately now passed away dear brother. I had figured he had just gone insane. But if what you're saying is correct, that he is demon possessed, then that is quite concerning.
Not
However,
just
that might just
He
was
was
demon
that might
possessed.
just be an ad hoc.
That is what.
because I don't see any demon in my town.
Yeah, without like special vision, you're not gonna see the thing. I can't even actually see it. All I can see is his weird little symbol.
Then how do you know this?
And your brother was of extraordinarily strong character to contain the demon as long as he did.
Yeah, to be fair, that is quite true.
He crosses himself and he has like a moment of silence, and he let me see, and you do hear something though, Kamenos.
Oh boy.
You gotta have special eyes indeed. This is so rich.
Listen, your brother's okay. The thing that was driving your brother nuts is hanging around still. I just heard him.
You didn't hear me at all.
Don't gaslight me.
Who are you talking to?
I'm pretty sure I just told you.
Oh. So it's here, isn't it?
Now the other strange man is hearing things. Great. Can you contain him?
Nobody can contain me. I don't know what the city in Alexander's been saying about me, but no one can contain me.
He's a pissant. Ignore him.
Then show yourself to us. If nobody can contain you. Don't be a pussy. Come on. Show yourself. That's right. You're not real.
Hey, you can't hear him.
Oh, I can't?
No.
No, metal. Yeah, only Kamenos can hear him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I didn't say all that.
So are you gonna answer the dork over there, or are you just gonna ignore him? Because if you're just gonna ignore him, I'm gonna tell him to shut up. I'm tired of hearing his voice. I'm saying that to the demon.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to have fun here.
Well, and here,
You guys are being really boring.
go up here. Go up here in front of that dork Alexander. Just appear in front of his face.
Nah, I don't know about that.
You want to have some fun? You'll scare him shitless.
I'm pointing at
Give me a second.
this person talking to himself at like I'm like locking eyes with the now promoted to chieftain. Like
I turn back to
we're
the
doing,
room and I go, "We've already established this thing is real."
You seem to be talking to your amongst yourselves. This doesn't really seem like sufficient evidence.
the more it happens, the more it becomes evidence.
Oh yeah, by the way, give me a second. Copy image. Hey Truegrave. Oh, give me a second. I forgot my the document isn't open because I accidentally yeeted my entire tab list.
Haha.
Okay, I'm about to load the. All right, come on, document, go up. I need to post this.
Well, I'm still sharing it, so everybody should still be able to see it when it goes
Yeah, I'm
live.
just waiting for loading stuff. So so Truegrave, you see this?
I love you, Daddy.
Come on.
I love you too. Now go.
This appears in front of you, Truegrave.
But I don't see anything. Blankness.
I posted it.
There you go. And that right in front of me?
Yep, you see that right in front of you.
I've seen death and destruction far beyond what you have seen. That does not scare me.
He's no fun.
That's what you hear, Kamenos.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Hey, strange one. He's dancing in front of me as a skeleton, and he thinks I'm scared of this.
I don't know what you're referring to. I don't see anything.
Spooky, scary skeletons send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
And demonetized.
So, you gonna do anything else, or is that all you're gonna do? Just dance like as a skeleton? I'm not afraid of that. I'll remind you, I killed magical armor, empty armor earlier, and then giant blobs. We killed those. Why not a skeleton?
He changes his appearance. Almost immediately into this
You're gonna have to scroll up.
into this strange mass of second page. How dare you get on the first page?
I don't know. I'm actually kind of enjoying this.
Ah,
I can't see it.
Goddamn, you're one ugly son of a bitch, aren't you?
I can't believe he's just insulting my beautiful appearance. I worked hard on that dude.
This is something out of tentacle porn.
Yeah. So Alexander, you start to hear something. It's like,
Man, you're no fun.
Sorry,
I can't
I'm a
believe
certifiable hard ass.
Mm-mm.
Why don't you show yourself to the chief? Bother him. He seems like a little pussy. He might be scared.
Well,
Sorry,
but him thinking that you're all crazy is kind of funny.
My character is genuinely a coward, so I would probably evacuate myself if I saw that.
are you going to stop talking to yourselves, or are we going to get to anything?
Are we talking? We're talking to the demon. How many times do we have to explain that to you? This is a demon that we are talking to. We all are communicating with the demon.
He squints his eyes.
Demon.
Right. Demon.
Hey, demon. See the guy with all those whiskey bottles? He's afraid. He's a scary cat. Why don't you show yourself to him?
Shut up, Alexander.
Well, you see, here's the thing. I'm just realizing if I reveal myself to him, then it might lend credence to the fact that I exist. If I spook him.
Little late for that, considering two of us already have been talking to you.
Yeah, but he just thinks you're crazy. You're talking.
Are you guys done eating?
Okay.
The chief is just looking at both of you very angrily. Like he's not being given anything, and he thinks that you're just trying to play him.
Chief, listen.
Ignore
communicating.
him. Ignore him.
Me? You ignore me?
No. The ugly thing standing in front of you. Ignore it. Chief, what the hell do you want so we can get out of here?
That's not the way to talk to a chief.
No, it's not in any way, shape, or form. No, what I wanted to get evidence out of you and know what you know. There are certain things that I know, and I will direct you to one of my associates after we're done here, who will tell you what I have, the information I have to offer you in your investigation.
Well,
I sincerely wish you would have come to me first, but it seems that you have elements of your group who are not properly vetted by Lord Irvin von Meiser, and I sincerely
I am Alexandra of Wolford. I am perfectly vented. I should have a reputation within the town folk.
Yeah, but he's mad. Or seemingly mad.
If I say I'm talking to a demon, I'm talking to a demon.
I see no evidence of this demon's existence, and
I don't see any other evidence of intelligence from you, but apparently you have some.
I think you'll have to find yourself outside. As for you too, wizard, because the last words I have are with the rogue.
The rogue.
I nod. I nod, and insofar as I'm escorted by guards, I go out.
Actually, as they're walking out, I kind of just whisper so that nobody else will hear me to the demon and be like, "Hey, pants the wizard."
Scare the wizard. Come on.
No, pants him.
I'll do it right after he leaves.
That's fine. It'll be funny.
You got it.
You're evil.
Yes. Awful evil, but I'm still
evil. Jack, as you leave and round the corner, the second you do, the belt, your belt, is immediately unfolded and basically undone and then whipped off and flies into the nearest guard's face, and then your pants fall down.
God damn, your ass cheeks are white. Have you ever gotten some sun?
No, stay inside all day. Anyway,
some of us don't go helicoptering in the river.
Yeah, I spin around.
I'm proud of my junk.
Thinking, and I probably
one of the guards says you're under arrest for indecent exposure.
I definitely evacuate. So there's a mess now.
He pissed himself.
Yeah, so you're let off with a warning.
Oh, that's great.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to find try to find some place to wash up. This is horrible. This is a disaster.
Yeah. So now that they're gone, it's time for the serious talk. I have been made quite aware of your abilities, Kaimenos. And he seems to not be very angry anymore, and a smile is starting to cross his face. It was very hard to pretend that I cared for that fool.
I'm detecting a serious tone shift.
Yes. Well, I'm not really concerned with sharing my true feelings about most things with you, especially because I know that you won't snitch on me. Now, I'm actually very happy that your group came by. Not only do I get to rid myself of this demon and this cult infesting my realm, but I have complete secured rule here. Now, there's something I'm going to need you to do for me. At least
Seems like we've already done quite a bit for you.
No, it's something you personally.
What would be in it for me?
Give me a second. I have to get my notes.
Stop eating your tabs.
All of the tabs are yeeted. I hadn't restored all of them yet. Right. So what I'm going to need from you is to, let's just say, get rid of the loose ends. It seems that the chief's daughter, my very dear niece, is very keen to bring this to justice, and most likely, once the justice is carried out, she would like to assume her role as chief.
I think I get where you're going with this. You don't want her in that position.
Oh, I don't know what you mean. Look, clearly what happened is that after the death of her father, she fell into a very deep state of depression. And she jumped off of a waterfall and was lost in the waters, never to be seen again.
Okay, quick point of order. Do I know that there is a waterfall actually nearby?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you'd be very familiar with the geography of this area.
All right, so then I ask him, I'm like, is there like actually even a river nearby? Because I don't know nothing around this place.
Well, there was a purpose to me looking over this map before all of you had come in. There's a very convenient location that I can give. And I'll need this task to be completed after your mission is over.
So after we've found all the cultists is what you mean?
Yes.
Not before?
No. This will take some time. Now, as to the question of Ezekiel, I can't really prosecute him fully because of his rank as an oligarch. It would set a very bad precedent, at least not one that I want to impose, especially when I'm trying to get in good with Irvin von Meiser. So I'm going to, let's just say, make this his problem, because he made this my problem. So he is going to be moved to a imperial prison from the makeshift prison that I've had here. Thing is we don't usually take prisoners. Usually we settle disputes through. Usually, we settle disputes through duels or through corporal punishment. At least that was the old way. But it seems that we're probably going to have to set up some sort of prison.
Interesting. So you're planning on a few more people visiting your prisons, I take it.
Well, some people will have to be. Some people will have to be arrested. Yes. They seem to be saying a lot of horrible things about me, and that cannot be allowed. Slander is definitely not something that can be tolerated in a lawful and polite society. Don't you agree?
I see where you're going with this. But I still have to ask the question. What's in it for me?
Well, for one, I'm going to overlook the desecration of the body of my dear brother. And he says that very with some real venom. He probably had a beef with him, or to some regard. That's one. And another is that I can get you information. Information that I think you would like to know on, let's just say, certain demonic forces. And he's going to produce forces of someone who I will not dare name. And he produces a symbol of Set.
I sit back and I just take a real long, deep breath, and my eyes glow silver for a second. And I go, where did you come by that?
I have my sources.
Trying to decide if I want to do this or not, considering the situation. I want to try to intimidate him into giving me more information. Yeah. I'm going to you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to intimidate him to try to get more information. That would be a dirty 20.
Ooh, so how do you intimidate him? That's the question.
I assume I have my scythe. I literally just whip it off my shoulder and drive the point right down into the middle of his desk, right to the middle of the map.
Oh, he pulled it pretty hard. Are you insane?
Little bit.
Yes.
Where did you get that?
We're gonna reload.
Oh,
Nice timing.
Yeah, right.
that is terrible. So he hesitates for a moment, but he says, "One of the cultists tried to break into my manor and assassinate me. He had this on him, and I had let's just say some friends who came with me from the imperial capital, and they had some books, and I found that was the symbol."
Okay. Trying to think of what I should roll to see if he's lying to me or not. What's that? Do you think? Because I want to know if he's
Insight.
lying.
Insight.
That's what
I don't know. I thought the guy was pretty trustworthy.
Get a bonus to that. I'll totally believe him. I only got a 6.
Yep. He's
All right,
totally
so-
leaving nothing out.
Yeah. So with that crummy of a roll, I pull my scythe free and just give him this big, nasty, toothy grin and go, "We've got a deal."
Good.
And with that, I assume I'm just joining everyone else.
Yep. So he goes forward before a crowd of people. He goes forward in front of this growing crowd of people, and he says, "Brothers, sisters, and countrymen, I am grieved at the death of the old chief, and basically he's making like a Mark Antony speech.
I pull my hat down and try to keep from snickering.
Yeah, he starts talking about how there will be like due process, and he gets like very fiery and intense, and he starts like angrily ranting about how Ezekiel is definitely a foreign spy, specifically from what is the country? Oh yeah, from the elf nation of Unthar, and this is totally all part of their conspiracy.
And apparently somebody has invented the electric razor.
Yeah, and
You'll have my computer's.
Yeah, so he starts going into how he didn't how this is sorry, he starts going into how this is a crisis and a this is a crisis and an emergency, and that he with a heavy heart will accept their responsibility at this time of crisis as the acting chief until this crisis is ended, and when the old chief's daughter tries to interject, he says that clearly she is too aggrieved from the loss of her father to properly run the tribe, and that this is a time of crisis, and we can't risk the emotions, the fiery emotions of a woman in leadership.
Oof.
And
I actually say that too, like just kind of under my breath. It's oof.
Yeah, and she's being kind of marginalized and like kind of pushed aside.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just keeps going for a pretty long time. Yeah, so he keeps going on for a pretty long time until basically until the person that he had instructed calls all of you aside. But yeah, he seems to while you were there, he seems to have had the whole crowd in like rapt attention.
Okay. So he sent a guy to go get us.
Yeah, so he's going to yeah, so this person that you were sent to go was sent to get you. You noticed looks very familiar. He is a man with several scars all across his face, who is like a foot taller than all of you, and is incredibly muscular. And he is the guy that was sending you the message, Kamenos, in episode 1. Okay, it's going pretty good. Seems you got a new weapon there.
Yeah, and it seems you've got a new job.
No, I still have an old job. I still have the old job. But the reasons why I'm here are confidential. That aside, I'm gonna need a progress update from you when we're done here, Kamenos. But in the meantime, there seems to be activity in the mountains.
You don't get to talk to me like that. The last time we talked, you crapped your pants.
That might have been me. In any case, I should be cleaned up.
He didn't. Wait, Kamenos, he didn't though.
Yeah, I scared both. I scared them both.
No. The guy, the like muscular guy that was like jumping across roofs and stuff. No, he like didn't react whatsoever to you pointing a knife at him, and like bringing up.
I was pretty sure I intimidated him away.
No, you intimidated the guard who was working for the Lord.
I could have swore it was both, but we'll go with you.
Yeah. No, I remember it. But he, but anyway, he says, there was strange activity in the mountains. These cultists seem to be very active. They're not being very secretive. I don't know why. But it's not my job to know. And for some reason that I don't know, all of you here are late. And I thought I was supposed to be seeing you guys very soon after you got here. And
Well,
one of you
us
is missing, and I don't want to ask.
Yeah, well, tough. You're going to find out anyway. One of us is in prison for murder.
Shut up.
That is an impressive noise, and I think maybe that sounds like a very small high RPM fan.
It's not me this time.
Oh my god. He's like, of course you did. Well, you're gonna have to go with 3 then.
No.
Because I am not paying enough to deal with whatever the hell you're dealing with. So he gives you a map and he says, "Right, this is where I spotted him." And he points to a certain location. I'll expect you to be here by tomorrow morning, before sunrise. The 2 of you, there's going to be some people that are going to be dropping by. Someone also too for the zealot, but I don't know. Guess they're going to be alone. They're not gonna. They're probably not going to be happy when they find out that there's no one to talk to. So we'll have to cross that bridge when they get to it, and they won't have to complain to me, because I will be gone. So why did he murder somebody anyway?
Well, because he's not real bright.
Most murderers aren't real bright. I usually get teens to do it. I haven't murdered a single person. My hands are clean. So I trust that you'll be able to deal with it.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. All right. Well, see you later. I don't have time to deal with any more.
You giving us a map to this place or what?
He did.
Okay. I don't remember. I thought he just said it was in the mountains. I didn't know he gave us a map.
Yeah, no. I said he handed you that.
Oh, my signal must have cut out for a second.
Yeah, or just the distractions happening could have just made you forget.
That too. All right. So I guess we start headed to the mountains.
Yeah, he's just like walking off into the woods. You have no idea where he's going.
Like, I don't know where he's going, and I don't think he knows where he's going either.
Do we know where we're going?
He gave us this map, so yeah.
Follow the map then. The map.
So,
Right.
All right. I wait until we're out. I assume we get out of town fairly quickly.
Yeah, you can get out of town pretty quickly.
Okay. With just the 3 of us, I actually clue Jack and Alexander into the fact that I'm expected to murder that chick.
Are you going to do that?
I don't see why not.
All right. Well,
I just want to know
my
if you want in on it.
character, I'm lawful neutral, so he's the Lord. If his daughter's in the way, his daughter's in the way.
Well, it's his niece, but that's all right.
That is very unlawful of you.
Technically, isn't his niece the lawful lord?
Of course it's lawful. She's in the way.
Well, I don't know how that would actually work if you think about it. If he and his brother were the co-clan leaders, and the brother dies, then it would just make her a co-clan leader with him. So technically, by rights, he's still clan leader.
Yeah, but he wasn't supposed to have full power. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's basically he was so basically, to explain it, he was acting as the clan leader because his brother was ill. But basically, now that he's dead, then his daughter takes over.
Ah, okay. I misunderstood that part.
Because succession was taking in, but he's like, actually, you're emotional, so I can still be in charge.
Would it be unlawful for him to kill his niece if she gets in the way of him running the chief?
Yes.
Okay, well then I guess
I
want no part of murder.
So she's supposed to be in charge, and he's just,
Oh, well, in that case, because I'm lawful evil, but I still, can't just go around. I don't know.
I thought your character was chaotic evil.
Nah, I'm lawful evil.
Oh.
Yeah, that means evil with a code. Like, he's still a criminal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm criminal. I just can't, I'm like, I can't really do that. I told him I would, but, well, he's a douchebag.
I mean, you could just tell Ezekiel that she is a heretic, and the problem would probably resolve itself with a little bit of aid.
I was going to say, we'd have to break you out of prison first.
Which, I'm kind of curious, are we going to try to do anything for Ezekiel, or...
Well, last I heard,
thought we were all on the same book, that he made his bed and now he's sleeping in his bed.
Yeah, he's going to be stuck in there. It's for one day. They've got to wait for other people to show up to take him away anyway. So I figure we can
I thought there was
clear
going
this
to be
little
a trial.
side task. Well, we can clear this little side task, then get back, and if we can get back fast enough, we can try and break him out of there, and then off the usurper. Toss him over a waterfall.
I think the usurper needs to die, to tell you the truth. I wouldn't...
I... Just being the autistic wizard, I don't actually care about any of this. I just want to finish our assigned mission.
So, yeah, that's my plan right now. We're supposed to be back by the morning. Let's just haul ass and get back as fast as we can and try to break the dumbass out. Then we can, nuke the usurper here and leave.
I'm curious. When is the trial going to happen?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure there is going to be a trial.
Trial? You mean kangaroo court, where you're found guilty?
I'm not even sure I'll have that.
Air quotes.
Look, I mean, there is going to be an 8-foot tall cell. That's all I'm gonna say.
They're gonna make you a little taller.
Yeah. No. It's an 8-foot tall cell. That's all I'm gonna say so far. Yeah, but anyway, though, so what are you guys doing?
Well, we were given a lead on the cultists in the mountains and expected to do that and be back in the morning.
So he's going to, so that guy is going to want to report in the morning.
So obviously they're not very far away.
No.
Okay. So I say we go clean us up some cultists, then get back here, break dumbass out, off the usurper, and leave.
Do we have to break the dumbass out? I'm just saying we could leave him there.
All right, that's the negotiable portion. We'll flip a coin
All
when
right.
we get there.
Okay.
Hey there, everyone. This is Metal Minister, your Kaimenos, with our usual mid-roll. Just wanted to apologize to everyone out there and just give you a little bit of a heads up. We did have to take a little bit of time off, some conflicting schedules. You know how that goes, especially this time getting towards the holidays and what have you. But we should be back to a normal schedule now, and we look forward to bringing you even more content. So if you like what we're doing, just give us a like, give us a comment, tell us what you think, and share this around with your friends. Because that'll feed the algorithm and help us to grow and reach out to more people. So until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of the show. All right, I guess we're following the map.
Okay.
I'm off to see the wizard, I guess. Well, this is a wizard.
All right, how far away roughly is the location on the map?
It's not actually that far away. However, the place that you're going is not used very often, and it becomes very clear very quickly why. So there is no good path to get here, and you had wondered originally why the path kind of starts meandering like crazy in a ton of directions. And that's because this section of the uplands is very craggy. It's very rocky. There are a ton of sharp rocks. There are a lot of very narrow cliffs in this area. Oh, hello?
No, you're still there.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was just quiet a bit.
Yeah, I think Jack muted himself, so it cut most of the noise out.
Yeah, sorry. It's just I became accustomed to that noise.
Right?
But yeah, but it's very craggy. It's a lot of the places here are overgrown. It doesn't seem like this area has been in any use. But as you start getting closer to what seems like the destination, you do start to see some signs of activity here. There are a few broken branches here or there. One of the things you notice is there's not very many large animals here whatsoever. There's a few birds and small rodents and other small creatures, but there's no large animals. And the second that you approach any of them, they all just start darting immediately. And that's any creature. They don't, and it's specifically Kaimenos that they seem to be avoiding.
Kaimenos. Why are the animals afraid of you?
I don't know, maybe because I look like a demon. Remember, I look like a predator these things would normally see. I've got horns, a tail, sharp teeth, and my eyes glow in the dark.
I thought you were hiding, out of character, I thought you were hiding the fact that you were
No, I just wear a hat and long a black. It's like a black leather hat, and and then a long black leather duster, basically.
Okay.
That's about the extent. I mean, I keep my tail under the duster. I'm not going to keep that flopping around, but I mean, they're going to be able to sense that. On top of that, this friggin' demon thing that's been following around is probably following us around still, thinking it's funny.
Okay. Yeah, out of character, I thought.
I'm gonna grab the phone. Just one sec.
Okay, like I said, out of character, I thought you were hiding the fact that you were a demon.
No, it's too. I mean, to hide it, I would literally have to be completely covered head to toe with just my eyes. Like even with my eyes showing, people would see them glow silver. So yeah, that wouldn't work so good. Then I would look even more conspicuous. I would look like a really bad Charlie Brown Halloween costume.
I don't know about that because I'm a young boy, so I don't know about these costumes. Ooh. All right, so yeah, so you're journeying for not that long, but give me a second. Yeah, but as you start to approach the destination, um yeah, you enter what seems to be I guess a bit of like a cavity within this like mountainous system, and there seems to be a cave before you.
Okay. Well, I can see in the dark. And I lean over to these two and I whisper, I go, all right, can you two see in the dark or not?
No, I'm human, so I can't see in the dark.
I cannot either. However, I can cast like light.
No. I want to sneak in and survey this, see what the hell's going on first. So you two, I want you to hang out here, guard my back. I'm going to sneak in and I'm going to try and see what's going on before we go running in here.
Only good things are going on in there. Only good things. Amazing things.
Sweet God, what the hell did you just share?
What? Nothing? Hey, ignore that.
I missed that totally. I wasn't looking at my phone.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna try and sneak in.
Computer, you better let me copy paste.
I just saw, bzz, bzz, and I'm like, oh, okay. I look and I'm like, oh, yikes.
And now, gonna delete that post. Oh, geez. There's an account there. Don't look at it. All right.
Am I like rolling a stealth check or anything?
Yeah. So as you, I mean, are you trying to sneak or?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a stealth check.
That would be an 18.
All right. You're doing pretty good. Is anyone else going to try to stealth?
No, those two, I told them to stay behind in the opening to kind of watch my back.
Oh, okay.
Also, in booze mode, I cannot stealth.
Yeah, I mean, he's clinking and clanking, and so I assume is Alexander wearing heavy armor. So, yeah.
I don't think I'm wearing heavy armor, but I'm not looking at my character sheet right now. I think it's... yeah, I am wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, so they would be rather noisy and kind of anti-stealth. So.
Exactly. Yeah, so as you enter the cave, one of the things you notice is that this doesn't seem to be the type of cave that would really have any dripping. This area is incredibly dry, which is why it's very strange that there is a dripping sound about 30 feet ahead of you.
Okay. Well, I can see 30 feet in the dark as if it was bright light. So
yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, in like the black and white spectrum, you see you see the mangled body of one of the cultists, essentially impaled by a stalactite.
Good God.
And
well,
that
you don't know about it. Only I know about it right now.
And that dripping is their blood.
All right. I'm going to stealthily sneak over and investigate him.
Yeah. So, Yeah, so the corpse is about 15 feet up,
Mhm.
but it seems that he that there's a little tearing, which means he was probably thrown towards the
Oh,
towards the what is it, towards the ceiling there, and there seems to be possessions of his that are about like 15 feet behind him, which is about 15 feet in front of you, which means he was probably dropping these and running.
Okay, so I'm up to him now, but there's stuff all over the floor a little bit further on.
Yes, and there's more cave
Okay.
forward.
Can I tell what it was that he threw on the ground?
Oh no, it's he probably dropped it specifically.
Okay, can I tell what he dropped then?
It seems to be several different there are candles. They seem to actually be of an expensive variety, and several pieces of parchment
Okay,
with,
I'm going to
with
at
long text all over them.
okay, I'm going to in like 5 foot like little baby increments as quietly and stealthily as I can go over to them.
All right. All right. So you are picking you're able to get about like 5 or so pages of paper here, and they all seem to have a bit of like a tear at like the side, which means they were probably ripped from a book.
Okay, I'm going to stash them all in my pouch, in my bag to bring out because I'm not trying to read anything while I'm in this situation.
Ooh. New material. I wonder what's in there.
Yeah, well, you're not going to find out. Now, shut up.
I have time to read.
And I've got time to shove my boot up your ass. Now, get out of here.
I never left.
All right, so you're saying the candles look expensive, but other than looking expensive, do they look anything? Any, like?
I mean, there are strange symbols carved into them.
All right, I'm gonna stash those in my pouch too, just to be able to look at them better in in the light, and have maybe our wizard check them out.
All right. So so there's still more cave ahead.
Okay. Before I go, I actually sneak my way back out and I fill those two in on what's going on, and I drop off the pages and the candles, and I tell Jack, I'm like, Jack, you're the wizard here. You tell me what this stuff says and what these symbols mean.
Don't worry, Boyle. I will stand guard while you read.
All right, and I'll just do a quick thumb through. Language proficiencies: Celestial, Common, Elvish, Undercommon.
That's okay. So you can't read the text specifically. Kaimenos, you know that this is written in Infernal.
Oh, okay, then I should be able to read it.
Yes. The thing is, though, is that the words there are very unclear to you, even though you can read the language.
Okay.
Like it seems like it starts with poetry, about the tides and the ocean, and then kind of morphs into talk about how the trees go through the seasons, and then it just starts morphing into like an almost like graphic depiction of sex, and then back into the sea, and then it just keeps and then it starts losing more coherence to even there, where it just seems to be a ton of different random words jumbled together.
Okay, so a nutcase wrote all this. They were writing gibberish because it doesn't make any real sense. I tell them what it is I'm reading as I read it out loud to them.
Don't read it too carefully, because it might have some influence on it, especially if it's written in Infernal. I could probably translate it and figure out what the purpose of these things are, given some time, but I can't do it on the fly.
Mm-hmm. Does Jack recognize the symbols though, or are those also infernal?
I will roll.
The symbols are not. So, yeah. So, how much of what is written are you going to describe to Jack?
I just kind of read like the first little bit till it starts to go a little bit wonky, and I stop reading and I just tell him, "Yeah, right here." It just starts becoming gibberish. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. So Jack, give me a Arcana check.
All right. That would be 19.
Right. So this type of writing specifically, that tends to be something that mages do when they are contacting spirits of one variety or another. That is, they are trying to contact entropy, and specifically in this case, they are trying to contact demons. And that is why the text is very chaotic and doesn't seem to be coherent or make sense.
I
This-
explained.
this-
Yeah, I explained this. Like these people were trying to make contact with something, and they successfully did.
Okay, I actually call out to the one that's been following us around, and I was like, "Hey, numbnuts, were they calling you, or were they calling somebody you know?"
I will not confirm or deny one way or the other.
That's confirmation enough, you little asshole. So I tell them like, "Yeah, I think they were getting a hold of this douchebag."
Look, I don't know these people.
Don't
Okay?
know. Yeah, don't know
They don't
that.
represent
But at
me.
least
I would never be summoned by people this incompetent.
Okay, either they were contacting this asshole or someone who's less intelligent than this asshole.
in any case, your friend there doesn't seem to be worried about this, so it's not like it's an enemy of his.
I wouldn't expect it to be, no. Okay. Well, I leave those with them, and I go back in stealthily, trying to maybe work my way just a little bit further, unseen.
All right. So,
I just re-rolled my stealth check, and considering I came out of the building or out of the cave, 23. So I have a +6 on my
Ooh.
stealth.
well, that's really good. Okay. So, as you start to go forward into the cave, you start to see that the other cultists are here, and there's not much of them left. As you start going forward, you start by seeing a finger, then a toe.
Oh, really quick. I'm sorry.
Ripped off. Oh,
I almost forgot. The first body that I came across there before, I was going to stop and see if he had one of those symbols of Set on him.
he doesn't.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Continue. Sorry.
Yeah, so you see a finger here, there, a toe. You starting to see teeth, a tongue, and there just seems to be blood and viscera. Now starting to coat the cave walls.
I just think to myself, somebody had a party in here.
Ooh, they seem like my style. I like the aesthetics here. Feels like home.
Then why don't you go ahead of me and tell me what the hell's up there?
I don't really feel like helping out mortals.
You're not helping me. This might be your friend.
I don't know him. That also sounds like work.
Following me around is work.
Not really.
I'll make it work.
Look, I couldn't attach to the holy man, so I attached to you.
Are you always going to be this annoying?
That is somewhat my job. Why do you think the old chief went insane?
I have to be like level 3 before I get a familiar. So
I don't think this is a familiar. It's just a douchebag that won't go away. It's
Yep.
worse than a Twitter troll.
Yeah, why do you think the last guy was insane? He had to deal with me constantly, 24/7, even in his dreams.
Have you tried adding him to a block list?
I can't be blocked.
Have you considered adding him to a block list?
Nice. Mute.
Sorry, that function doesn't work.
I just kind of roll my eyes and continue on a little bit further. Just very small spots at a time, so that, just like 5 feet at a time. Because
Yeah, every time you're trying to sneak, he goes like, "Ooh, you probably shouldn't step there. You probably shouldn't step there. Ooh, it's gonna be a crack."
I can also piss on your head. Get out of here.
No.
All right. So how far into this cave am I now?
You're pretty far in, and you're starting to hear some things.
Okay. What am I hearing?
You hear a strange chattering, like a, and you're starting to hear some very depressed moaning sounds and wailing.
Depressed moaning and wailing. You sure this isn't your parents? I mean, they did have you after all.
Oh, my parents were both murdering rapists.
Yeah, and yet they still came up with you. Imagine that.
And they came up with the pedophile. And then that person became me.
Pedophiles get the rope.
I thought it was the wood chipper.
They can have both. All right, I am going to, again, quietly and slowly try to get in sight just to see what it is that's making. Like, I assume that this cave isn't like a perfectly straight line, right?
No, it like meanders.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to move to like the corners right before they go like around. I'm like peeking around corners and things, trying to make sure I don't, accidentally just walk right up on something. Including looking over my, over my head and stuff too.
Yeah, so you start, so as you're getting closer, you're starting to get this very excited and elated feeling, and the voice comes back and it's like, "Oh man, this feels amazing. It feels like dozens of children suffering right now." Oh
Okay,
man,
well,
that's glorious. You gotta get closer.
I was just saying, I'm just sneaking just a hair closer at a time. Just step at a time, moving along the edge of the wall.
Oh man, this is so rich.
Okay. Like, how far along into this thing am I moving?
You're getting to about like 30 more feet, and the noises are starting to get louder, and you start to hear some sounds of a, and it's definitely like footsteps, and the footsteps sound pretty strange because there's a crunch every time you hear a step, and you hear different voices that seem to be like the babbling of children, but in a very wrong, distorted way.
But it's still outside of my range of vision.
You get the glint. You're getting a glint of something, but you have to get a little closer.
Okay. This is where I wish I had telepathy back to Jack.
If only you were exact type of warlock, the Great Old Ones warlock.
Right. Well, again, I'm trying to get a look at whatever this is, but without it being able to see me.
Yeah. You'll just have to get a little closer, and you'll probably be able to see it.
Okay, I'm not moving more than 5 feet at a crack here, so like one step basically every time.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and every time you take a step, the voices try to warn you. Oh, yeah, there's something there. You better watch out. You better watch out with that step. But
You are going to go nuts.
that's fine.
yeah, but anyway, though, you come and you start to see the growing shape and silhouette of this creature, and it looks wrong. You wondered what happened to the orphans, and now you're starting to realize this thing, whatever it is, seems to be this amalgamation of the severed heads and body parts of the different orphans at the orphanage, bound together by a combination of hands digging into flesh and of hair and tied in knots into this vaguely humanoid shape.
Were you gonna share that? You want to share that image?
Yes.
I think it's in the Discord.
No, it is, but it looks like this.
It is in the Discord.
It's in the Discord, but I'm also. It keeps wanting to move it to the second page.
Why?
That's all right. I got it.
Okay.
That is a very disturbing.
Okay. I assume it hasn't seen me.
No.
Okay. I begin to quietly and slowly back the F out.
Yeah, so the hair, like the different heads of hair, it seems to be almost entirely made out of human heads.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be about 7 to 8 feet tall, and they start to stand up on the back of their. They start to stand up and start wavering as you start moving back, and then it just goes back to its business, and it continues to tear apart the corpse of one of the cultists, and start smearing its blood and guts on the walls.
Okay. Yeah. I assume I get back out to the other two.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm like, Jack, Alexander, do either of you have anything that could, like, I don't know, collapse the opening to this cave?
No. Why would we need to collapse the opening of this cave? I thought we were to go into the cave and explore it.
Listen. Take your worst nightmare. Clone it. Have your worst nightmare. Have sex with that clone. And make an evil clone baby. And you're 10% of the way to what the hell I just saw in there.
Can you elaborate on that?
Kids' heads tangled together, smearing body parts on the wall.
I look at the wizard and said, "Have you ever heard of something like this?"
No, I have not.
Amalgamation of flesh into a golem-like creature?
Hey, you want to look? Go for it. Have fun.
I'm not going in there. I'm not a coward, but...
So how loud are you guys being when you're saying this?
I assume that we're more or less whispering, because I would have come out whispering. I'm not going to try and be loud.
Okay.
Oh, I'm whispering too. My character's brave and...
Yeah, like, I don't want this thing to even know I exist. This is freaky.
I'm not Dev's character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
like,
hey,
I've got an idea. Hold on. Hey, listen, Jack. Give me some of your bottles of whiskey.
Yeah,
Okay, and some of your cloth.
All right.
This is what we're going to do. Can either of you produce flame?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a Molotov cocktail before?
I smile.
I'm gonna go burn it with fire.
Do you really want to piss off a creature made out of flesh?
It's made out of body parts. Shouldn't they burn?
No.
Given some time and ingredients, I could make an explosive and perhaps collapse the entrance. But
I vote for that. Let's not piss off the creature that probably just scared the shit out of you, literally.
Well, I'm still making a couple of Molotovs just in case.
Yes. We always could use a plan B.
yes.
That would be the plan B.
All right, Jack,
Let's
get
go with the explosive.
on your job. Hurry up.
What?
Get on your job. Hurry up. We gotta drop this. I don't want this damn thing getting out.
All right. DM.
Yes.
I'm not sure if I'd be able to engineer any sort of explosives other than really the most flammable stuff I've got is the whiskey.
Yes.
Would I be able
And
to,
they're all in little small bottles. So are you planning on making like a bunch of little mini cocktails or?
I mean, I figure they're about what, flask size?
No.
They're smaller than flask size.
Oh, well, they're like 2 ounce.
Have wizards invented serious putty in this universe?
I don't know what that is, so probably not.
it's the opposite of silly putty. It's C4.
No.
Like, I really, really don't want to tangle with this son of a bitch.
No, all of the flammable stuff I have is at disposal. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to create anything that will have enough oomph to collapse. If I'd be able to create it as enough oomph to collapse the cave. If not, then we could try luring it out into a like puddle of flammable liquid and then light it, and it'll be fighting on fire. Like traps. Let's think about making traps. In any case, yeah, I'm preparing Molotov cocktails.
All right, well, let's get it done.
I'm going to guess these are like 2 ounce things.
Hang on.
Every
Do we have anything bigger to put them in?
I would have some various potion supplies. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have one.
I kind of think we should be doing that and making them bigger, because these little ones might just be enough to piss it off.
No,
I'm going to stand overwatch with my crossbow at the entrance of the cave, out of sight. You know.
Let's see. If these are 2 ounce, then like 5 of them would probably turn into one Molotov cocktail.
It looks like it's running out. It looks like it's running out of material for its mural.
Guys, our mutual asshole friend here, the demon, he just informed me this thing's getting ready to probably come out because it's running out of bodies to squish.
There any bodies out here?
Okay, at a ratio of 5 bottles of mini bottles of whiskey to 1 Molotov cocktail. I'll just I don't know if that's a good ratio or not.
That's a decent ratio.
All right. Anyways, there's 10 Molotov cocktails. I do have some potion making ingredients with me.
All right.
That sounds respectable.
So 10 Molotov cocktails. Pass them around.
All right. All right. So what are we doing here? Are we going in to deep fry this thing, or are we going to try and bring down the roof?
I would prefer to bring down the roof.
But we don't have anything.
Yeah,
Huh?
I would prefer to do that too, but I don't even know if that's possible.
Okay, then we fight.
All right.
You just be ready with the Molotovs. And is there anything we can do to block the entrance other than blow the fuck out of it?
Well, think about it. If there's only 3 of us, and this thing is, how tall did you say it was?
8 feet.
This thing is 8 feet tall and obviously magical in some form or fashion, probably necromantic. It's probably got enough strength to move anything we could move in front of it.
I think we get the hell out of here and come back with our paladin friend with a sword. He likes to kill evil.
And this is made out of a lot of heads, and he likes cutting off heads.
See? I'm worried
He's
we've
coming for the
lived.
person he left for later.
We gotta live to fight another day here.
What did you say, Brandon?
The voice says, he's run out of material. Looks like he's gonna grab the last cultist.
Let's get. I say
Yeah,
we
he's
live
not
to
gonna
fight
back.
another day here
Yeah.
because
Guys, he's not going to be here still when we come back. He's grabbing the last body as we speak.
can we pour a bunch of the whiskey on the ground in front of the entrance and just set the motherfucker on fire?
You start to hear some violent ripping and tearing sounds.
Like we can do that, but
Yeah.
I'm only going to do that if we're going to try fighting it.
Let's do that then.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not going to have
I
time
pour-
to go get the paladin and come back.
All right.
Yes.
I'll go ahead and pour out 100 mini bottles to saturate the ground, so we have a little fire trap.
I'm gonna start helping him with that.
All
All
right.
right.
He does that.
You-
Well, he does that. I
So how
will-
do you pour? So you pop a cork off, and you start emptying. Water, you start emptying the whiskey on the
Whiskey.
floor, and as it's hitting the ground, it's making a very sickeningly loud sound. It's just trickling in.
All right, guys, stop. Listen, lay the bottle down and just ease it on the ground. I'm going to go in and I'm going to take one quick pot shot at this thing. Sneak attack with my crossbow.
Nice.
I'm getting my. You put the whiskey down. I will cover you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've just emptied a lot of whiskey.
Okay, so I'm sneaking back in to take another pot shot at this thing.
All right. So you're gonna sneak in there. Give me a stealth check.
+6 is 19. Not bad. So far, I've
All
only
right.
had one really crappy roll.
Yeah. So this thing is currently cracking open the skull of the last cultist, and is starting to use the cerebral fluid in its mural, and the thing is, it's not chaotic at all. You're starting to see there are some infernal symbols on this wall.
All right, I can read them, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, what does it say?
It's actually very similar to the pages you've seen, and it seems to be recreating that on the walls.
Okay.
Which means you
Alright,
can
well-
infer it's probably preparing to summon more of itself.
Yeah, well, this thing needs to go right now. So I am going to pull out my short bow my crossbow, and I'm going to attempt to do a sneak attack to try to bring it out towards the mouth of the cave where we can make it run through the fire trap and then douse it with Molotov cocktails.
Nice.
So let's see. That is I get +4 on that. So let me update that. That is a. Although I get advantage, right? Because it doesn't know I'm there.
Yeah.
That would be 17 to hit. I rolled really garbage there.
Yep. 17 will hit.
Okay.
I'll already have a Molotov cocktail, like a fuse lit.
Okay. Okay, so that's 2d6 plus 2 because of sneak attack. So sneak attack gives me 1 extra d6. So for a total of that's gross. It's only 12 damage.
All right. So you line up.
Doesn't seem right. I did something wrong.
Oh.
That doesn't seem right. What am I doing wrong?
Did you add your dexterity
Oh.
bonus?
I did not. My dex bonus is plus. What did I say? I got 12. That's still only 14.
All right. So, hey, for a level 1 character, 14 damage is really high. All right. So so as you're preparing, the horror of this creature is kind of revealed to you. Well, not revealed to you, but it's very apparent, and you're having a hard time, getting your breath steady before you take the shot. And you shoot right as you have finished your breath and exhaled, and you fire right where the thing's shoulder blades would be, and it cracks right through the skull of one of the heads, and it starts and it reacts horribly. It makes it like a distorted like the distorted equivalent of a child screaming as basically as it goes through one of the heads in its body, and this strange green bile is bleeding out of the creature as it staggers forward. And then notices you. Roll initiative.
Okay.
As the thing slowly turns towards you.
I think I'm going to roll initiative too.
Where's my initiative bonus? 'Cause I know I have one. Ah, same thing. Okay. Oh, pfft. That's awful. I rolled a 10 on my initiative.
I'm doing well on rolling. I've got a 15 total.
By the way, I did that from 80 feet because that's the longest of from away that I can go and still have take no penalty for it, because I wasn't getting real close to this thing. No friggin' way.
Absolutely not.
All right, so you can go first.
With a 10?
Yep, it rolled a 3.
Oof. Okay, so those two aren't in initiative yet either then?
They've rolled their initiatives, but they don't know combat has started.
Oh, okay. I am using double my speed, and I'm getting the F out of H.
Okay.
Get the F out of there.
Yes.
Yep. So you'd be 60 feet plus 80. So that's
140 feet away from this thing now.
okay. All right, 140. So yeah. So it's going to, on its turn, it's going to move 30 feet forward, and you notice the those protrusions on each of its shoulders. They with the holes, they actually seem to be like these essentially like mangled and twisted intestines that have been twisted around there into two tubes,
Oh,
and
God.
they go from its shoulders, and they fire a stream of bile towards you.
It can go 110 feet?
100, yes.
I'm 110.
Yep. It's just at disadvantage. Alright. I'm assuming an 11 won't hit you.
No.
Yeah, so you're able to dodge this attack. And right next to you, it starts to etch the stone and start corroding it.
So this thing is essentially a necromorph. Gross. Okay, yeah, so it missed.
Yep, and you're running and it's chasing after you, but you seem to have a lead on the creature.
Thank God. So it's my turn again?
Yep, and all of the heads are like drooling as it starts to say, fresh meat, fresh meat.
What
Nice.
did you get us into?
But you two apparently don't know about it yet.
Oh, I'm just gonna. I'm going to ready a shot within anything that gets in within 30 feet of me.
How far am I away from the entrance?
You're going to because of how like the chasing works, you're going to be able to get ahead. So on your turn, we're going to say that after about like a minute, you of running, you and the creature are like basically within sight of the party.
Okay. So, I mean, because the reason I ask is because if it's now my turn, I need to know how far to know if I have to use my dash to just get right out completely and past the line of, of the trap, or if I can.
Yeah. So by the end of your turn, you'll be within sight of the party.
Okay. So, but I'm still. That's with my dash. I'll be able to insight, but I won't be able to get out yet.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call to them and tell them it's coming and it shoots acid.
All right, guys. What did you roll for initiative?
I got a 15.
Oh, I forgot to roll. I am 100%.
So all I really know about this is it looks like a horrible nightmare, and it spits acid and keeps running.
All right. So it's goes within range. So you said you'd readied an action, True Grave, right? True Grave.
I kind of had ready in action by having a lit Molotov.
Yep. You both ready in action.
I readied my. I got my hand crossbow and I'm ready to shoot anything that comes in within 30 feet of me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's over 30 feet of you. So, yep. All right. So you're readying the Molotov. It's not at the whiskey yet. So it's going to be your turn then, Kaimenos.
Okay. How far away from me is he?
80 feet.
About 80 feet? Okay. Trying to think here. 1 second. I'm trying to look something up because I forgot about it. I forgot I could do it. Nope, I can't use it anyway because it's only at 60 feet. Shit, but it's at 80 feet behind me, and I am how many feet from the exit?
You're about 60 feet from where Truegrave and Jack are.
Okay. I'm going to dash and literally dive over the line of the fire trap that we set, and I'm just gonna yell, "Kill it with fire," and get out of their way.
All right. So this creature, as it sees the three of you, it just starts saying more paint, more canvas.
And as soon as I see it, it's probably in the fire trap, and I throw
Yep.
the Molotov.
All right. Make a I think it's going to make a dexterity saving throw. What's your spell save DC?
Just a moment. My spell save DC is 13.
Okay. All right, it's going to pass, so it'll take half damage. Roll me 4d6.
That might not happen because I don't know my dice are.
I can roll it for you if you want.
Go for it. 46.
Probably would have had me stop rolling them. That's only 13, so it's only going to take 6 damage. Or is it 7?
It's rounded down.
Round it down, so then it's only taking 6 damage.
It's only taking 6 damage.
Well, you did manage to piss it off. The hair is burning up. You notice the two horns protruding out of the creature start to glow.
Okay.
And you notice about the horns is that you can't really recognize any like body part that those things could have come out of.
I'm actually not looking at it too closely. I'm just throwing stuff, shooting, and like firing at will. I'm not.
All right. Did
No
I notice that?
Yes.
Okay. I tell Alexander, I'm like, shoot for those weird things on its back.
Can I see his back from where I'm at?
Where they're protruding up or whatever.
Yeah, see the horns with like the two eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. Here, let me see if I can adjust it a little bit. There we go.
Oh, shoot at those? Yeah, my character can make a shot at that. Is it within... Because I'm only using a hand crossbow, and that's,
You can get one shot before this thing attacks.
Alright, I will shoot at that. Am I shooting at a disadvantage because I'm shooting at that small target?
Yes.
Okay, I will roll myself now. Okay.
Don't screw it up.
Okay. Okay, wait, sorry, I'm using an app I've never used before.
All of the apps.
I'm using an app that I've never used before. Roll. Let's just try rolling this again because I do not think I did it right. Where's the button to roll it? Oh, I guess okay,
What did you get?
Truegrave, what are you doing?
Don't leave us hanging.
Seriously.
Sorry, I forgot if I X into the app. I got a 22.
All right, that's gonna hit.
All right, let me roll damage. Six. And because I'm using a hand crossbow, I can shoot again. I love this. So. But I only got a 13 on that one, so I.
That still hits.
That hit.
Oh!
Yay!
Remember, we're at level 1. Armor classes is really low.
Yeah, this isn't the one shot to end them all that we did before, where we were all level 5.
I only got 4 damage on that one, though. I rolled extremely low on that.
Hey,
And I gotta go yell at my kids again because they're screaming while they're supposed to be. They're screaming my name. Daddy.
Okay.
All right. So Truegrave leaves as he misses his kill of the creature.
Oh, he killed it?
Yes.
Good grief, we were worried it was this big, huge, horrendous beastie, and we wiped it out quickly.
It was CR1.
Wait. I one-shotted that thing?
No,
One attack?
because both Jack and I hit it, so...
And you
And
also
I-
got a sneak attack.
Yeah, I got 14 damage on it to start with, and then Jack doused it for another 6 of fire, and then you just hit it for another 10. So all told, we did 30 damage to it.
Holy crap.
And
Yeah, so
there's
this,
no telling what it would have done if it actually landed a hit on us.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
I killed that thing. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah. So
My
as
turn?
as you hit the creature with your crossbow, it strikes it to the head at the center, and the thing starts to the creature starts to shake violently, and what is it? And the heads start detaching from this strange core of the creature, and they start to violently break apart, and these modes of white light start exiting from these skulls as the creature is losing its coherent
Put the cup on the
form.
table and go to night-night now.
As the creature is losing its coherent form and is going into a pile of gore. Several white modes of light are escaping from it and pulling themselves away, and they are starting to move towards the entrance of the cave. You can count about 30 of these modes of light that are going towards the entrance of the cave.
Wow.
I am curious enough to possibly follow.
All right. The modes of light, once they exit the cave, they start going up.
It was the souls of the children.
All right. Well,
Okay. While they're chasing the motes of light, I actually go back to the center head, as you called it, that Alexander, bullseyed. Does it look like the kid from the orphanage that we were, originally investigating?
No, it's an adult's head though. This was probably one of the caretakers.
Okay.
The horns are still there though.
Are there trees around?
Not here. There's like some moss and some grasses.
Is there? How far away would?
Trees would be about a 15 minutes walk away.
Okay, that's no big deal. Would
Get your IRL politics out of my fantasy politics.
That's right.